Science fiction, time travel, drama, sex, drugs,
Time travel. Loss.
violence,
Sex.
need, politics.
Violence.
I can't do this anymore.
Hello?
Hello? Hello there.
Are you a doctor?
Not anymore.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Not anymore? You were a doctor just a second ago?
I'd like to believe I once was, but I can't do it anymore. It's become too much for me.
I was under the impression that I would find a doctor down here and a lawyer.
Well, that's the part of the problem there. I'm a little bit too many of too many things, so.
If you're not a doctor, would you like me to get you a doctor?
If you would, please, I'm not really capable of helping myself right now.
Actually, I have a much better idea. I know you don't know me, but I thought I could just allow me to heal you spontaneously right here with my future technology.
Okay. What exactly are you doing?
Man, you should be healed. Sit up or stand up or something. I'll put my arms down.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's not so bad.
that's a little what we call some nanotechnology. Free of charge.
Hey, that feels pretty good. I thought for sure that something major was gone.
Now that you've been healed. I'm sorry.
Oh, that hurt.
Oops.
All right.
You okay now? You better?
Yeah, I think so. All right, that's better.
Now that you're healed, would you like some vengeance?
That would be nice.
Usually I expect a quicker response than that.
Well, I wanted to savor that. The thought had never crossed my mind.
Who has wronged you, my friend? Who has wronged you? Who has made you decide not to be a doctor?
Well, I wanted to savor that. The thought had never crossed my mind. That's a good question. Well, a colleague of mine, another doctor. He's evil.
Ex-colleague of yours, of course. You're no longer a doctor.
True. He's an ex-colleague of mine who's, let's just say, has a large attitude problem. Big chip on his shoulder.
Does he also have a large attitude?
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty interesting what you can do with your head there.
Turn to the
like
side?
that.
Yes. I'm much more advanced than you.
You really are articulated there. I mean,
I come from a much more advanced race.
really, I can honestly say I've never run across somebody like you before.
You probably never will again?
Really? Are you one of a kind?
No, I'm not one of a kind, but I'm part of a race of people that are just, most of us don't deal with the likes of, human beings.
You say that in such a negative.
Well, you poke it too hard and you just spill stuff on you. Yeah.
So
Really emotional.
So you're saying we're weak and we're fragile?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you can't really do, you do something wrong and the arm breaks, or you can't stand up properly, You really need a lot of help. They just end up sitting down. You're just proving my point.
Well, I guess I can't argue with you there.
Stiff.
I am a little stiff.
Not just you. Every one of your people.
Well, I think you're getting a little ridiculous there now.
Well, if you see, all my people look like me. They have the same levels of articulation that I do.
So you're all clones of each other?
No. That'd be ridiculous.
Why do you keep flying off anyway? How do you do that?
I'm on this little platform. It moves me wherever I want to go.
It's pretty neat.
It keeps me stable, too.
It's pretty neat.
Part of your problem is your atmosphere. On your planet, it doesn't allow for much movement. It makes a body very stiff. This compensates for that sort of.
Well, let's get back to the revenge part.
Yes, please. I also must take revenge. Well, not exactly revenge. I'm also a time traveler,
Interesting.
and I need to take revenge on the ancestors of someone who has wronged me.
All right, and how do I know you're just not some crazy loon?
That is a good question. I could try to prove it to you, I suppose.
You could start there.
But the thing is,
The butt.
well, I mean, it can only be used twice a day. You know, every science has limitations.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm glad you used it once.
So, let me get this straight. By you healing me, you somehow exhausted this power that you have?
Oh, do you think that like the whole day involved just the last half hour? I mean, you know, you've known me for literally like a couple minutes. You don't think I've done anything else the entire day?
Well, you said
Just healed you?
You said you could only use it twice a day, so I figured you used one on me.
Time travel is not healing. What's wrong with you?
All right, I got that a little confused.
Obviously, yes.
All right, so let me get this straight. So you can go back and forth from the future to here twice a day.
Yes.
All right, now that we've got that clear. Okay. Now, where were we?
Well, you want revenge, and so do I. I'm trying to get revenge on the ancestors of a person who wronged me.
No, I think I want proof that you weren't a loon.
Oh, I thought we'd move past that.
Well, you told me you just couldn't do it twice a day, but you still... I didn't see it the first time.
Well, I could do it twice a day, not that I couldn't. I could, but the problem is that then wherever we jump to, we'll be stuck there. You see what I'm saying?
Until tomorrow?
Yeah, until 24 hours have passed, or
All right.
something like
So
that.
I guess I should take into consideration the fact that you did heal my wounds, so that should lend some credence to your claim. And I must admit, I haven't seen anyone of your type.
Well, that should be all the proof you need. I'm flying around. I'm very articulated.
No, the laws of gravity just don't seem to apply to you.
Exactly.
It's really interesting.
Aren't you interested in hearing about my revenge?
I'm
You
listening.
know,
I'm
maybe
listening.
You can add something to it, or maybe.
I'm listening.
You're asking me, man.
Fidgety little bugger, aren't you?
Yes. That's probably Oliver. Well, we move around a lot more than you humans. I'm actually moving at half my normal speed.
Really? That's impressive.
Yeah, we try to like get a lot of exercise. Anyway, my revenge tactic, very simple. I impersonate, not you. You're like my sidekick, maybe. Or maybe I'll do it completely without you. Not really sure.
Really indecisive, aren't you?
Well, the future's constantly changing. I'm trying to figure out which thread of cause and effect that I follow to get what I want.
Okay.
And at first I was thinking it'd be great to have you as a sidekick, but then I think it might complicate matters.
Okay.
Not to say you couldn't handle it, but it might take some focus away from one of my victims, you see.
One of your victims?
Yeah, for the revenge tactic. Have you forgotten what we're talking about already?
No, but what is your vested interest in this?
I told you, they are ancestors of a person who has wronged me, and I'm trying to take vengeance in the earliest possible
Oh, so let me
manner.
get this straight. So you're going to eliminate the ancestors so that this...
Not eliminating them, punishing them. I'm punishing every one of his ancestors.
And this will
In order.
do what in the future?
And it's not in the future, it's for my own personal satisfaction. That's what revenge rarely has any long-term sort of good effects. I'm doing it for revenge. If there was a long-term good effect, it wouldn't be revenge.
Okay.
You want revenge, right? Do you want to cure cancer as part of your revenge? I mean, does that make sense?
No.
You're a doctor and you don't want to cure cancer?
Well, no. Yes, I would like to cure cancer, but I was just a little confused about your motives, that's all.
Revenge needs no motive. Revenge is itself a motive.
Ah, boy. You're fidgety and you're pretty rowdy, too.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm not threatening you. I'm just trying to understand you better, that's all. You come out of nowhere, you
I was very clear. I want revenge.
perform haluki on me, and...
I want revenge.
Okay, all right.
You can't question.
So what do we got to do here?
You can't question motives when someone says they want revenge. There's no need to question motives. Revenge is the motive.
So you say.
Not just in general. Revenge is a motive.
And at what cost?
When you ever see a police, you ever get taken in by the police? I don't know what they're like in your time.
No, I can't say as though I've really been...
I know one of the people I deal with has a long criminal history. I'm not sure if it was you or if that was one of the other people one of the persons that was had to get revenge on. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm listening.
Have you ever been arrested?
No.
Well, when you are, in this modern times, I'm saying, now, I mean, in the future it's different, obviously. I was arrested in New York time, ridiculous, got myself right out of there, time traveled an hour later and bypassed the whole thing. But what I noticed was the police, when someone reports a crime, they have a list of motives, and what they do is they check off one of those motives.
Okay.
It's money.
Right?
It's jealousy.
Right?
It's power struggle.
Right?
On the Tippy's floor, it's also Smellville. That's,
It's what?
it's native one to that planet. Anyway, it's not really relevant. It's only native to that planet.
Okay.
One of those is revenge.
Okay. So that's kind of like a universal thing.
So when somebody goes, well, hey, it's like, hey, I killed somebody. For why? Oh, for greed. Oh, okay. What's the motive? Greed is its own motive.
No need to
He's trying to
yell.
enrich himself in some way. That's why he killed the person.
No need to yell.
Hey, it's like, hey, I killed somebody. For why? Oh, for greed. Oh, okay. I have to go.
Is that your timer?
Yeah, I don't think it's.
So what does that mean? Are you going to get sucked back into the future?
Suppose you heard it. I doubt you would have heard it, but.
Well, I got good hearing. I might be old, but I got good hearing.
Yeah. How old are you right now?
About 158.
And you've had how many careers now? Lawyer, doctor?
Oh, it's been numerous. It's numerous. It's numerous.
Let's not list them in alphabetical.
No, I'd rather not go down that road. So are you have to go now or what?
No, I don't. It's just the law tells me that, the longer I spend on this accursed time period, what happens is you start getting pulled in. Things start happening to you, and you become part of the timeline, and it starts getting weird. In this case, I would becoming more and more like a human being from this time period, and I don't want that.
Yeah, it must really kill you, huh?
No. That's the trouble. It's not anything that you can't really focus on and say, oh, this is hurting me. The first thing you do is you learn to accept it.
So what's it like for where you're from?
That's the trouble. It's not anything that well, I can't really tell you too much about that. It'll affect your own future. But it's a utopia, obviously. Can you picture what a utopia would be? See, that's the thing. Your idea of a utopia may not be people's idea of a utopia that are there currently in my universe, in my time period.
Oh boy.
What's your idea of a utopia? Let's start there.
Oh, I don't know. It's some place where I don't have to worry about feeding myself or taking care of myself or needing money for anything, where I'm just happy and I could do what I want.
Well, we have all that. So I guess it's a utopia.
Needing money for anything, where I'm just happy.
Right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, it sounds good, but you're not really telling me much about it. I mean, I get that, but all right, can we move on, because we're not getting anywhere with this.
Yeah, that's true. I was about to tell you about my
You put the taste of revenge in my mouth. And
Yes, revenge.
You keep
Enough wishy-washiness for the future. Utopias. You know what doesn't happen in utopia?
what?
Revenge.
Really?
That's why I'm here.
Wasn't that
Can't
kind
get
of,
revenge in Utopia.
it's kind of a conundrum there, isn't it? Because that's where you're from.
The thing is, most times you don't. There's no reason for revenge. That's also been taken away. But so has revenge. But there's always fringe cases. That's the trouble.
This person really must have did a number on you.
Yes. Yes, he did. I say he, but it's more like a non-gender.
Oh,
And it's a whole different thing in the future. Far future.
interesting.
Haven't you noticed my silver head?
Yes, I did.
You think I'm a male? You assume I'm male because you see my silver head and my deep voice?
Well, yeah, one would think that. I mean, you kind of do look masculine. Big chest, long legs,
But this is all constructed for me.
lanky arms.
It's all been constructed.
So you're not natural, obviously.
Part of me is, I mean, as natural as, not natural for this time period, but natural for then.
What part is natural?
Well, I'm made of natural components, and it could exist in nature. Everything I do or say or perform can exist in nature at the time.
Where does your conscience come from?
Well, where does yours come from?
I don't know.
Yeah, we still don't know. That's one of the weird things, you know. I don't think we can ever figure it out because we're trying to use our own minds to figure it out.
Yeah, but at what point did this happen to you guys? I mean, I get it with us. We're born, wherever it comes from, but you guys are manufactured.
No,
All you're telling me.
we didn't start manufactured. We just kept changing ourselves. So eventually we evolved into something that could take on different forms when needed. But there was no, just like with you, just like when you say, assuming you believe in evolution, you're a doctor.
Correct.
Maybe you don't, I don't know. But, there's no point where you just went from Cro-Magnon man to suddenly the Homo sapien. It's a gradual process. And it's the same with us.
It's understandable.
We didn't start with, so we didn't say one day, let's make our heads silver.
Why is your head silver?
It's much more efficient for the type of energy that we are conducting in the future. You wouldn't understand it. I would have to go through a long dissertation to get you to understand it.
I'm getting the point here. One thing I did notice, though, is
Yes.
that you guys kind of have a short attention span, though.
Well, think about your attention span and 50 years ago. I extrapolate that into the future.
Let me wrap my mind around that one.
What I'm saying is, your kids probably only watch, 10-minute things or whatever. And, 50 years ago, people were watching an hour and a half things. I don't know what you guys watch or listen to. What do you listen to? How do you listen to music? What music do you listen to? What's your favorite band?
I don't really have a band. I like classical music.
Classical music, like what? Name something.
Beethoven, Bach.
Oh, true classical.
Yes.
Oh,
Is there a problem with that?
well, I thought you meant like classical, like maybe from the 1990s or.
No, I'm
21st century.
I'm talking about the stuff that transcends time. And
Yeah, I got you. Think. What movies? What's your favorite movies? What types of movies do you like? Let's put it that way.
I'm not really a movie buff.
All right.
No, I never really was. I liked music. I do like to read.
Yeah, okay. What's your favorite author right now? Current author. Keeping in mind that this is a different time period than I'm in.
That's a tough one. See, I do read a
So
lot.
what's the first name to come? I know people think,
Well, no. I mean, if
I don't want
I
to say this person because they want to write trash.
if I had to pick one, I guess it would have to be Samuel Luciani.
Nice. All right, I've read some of his. Or was it hers? I don't remember. I'm not sure how this works in this time period. Gender is always a bit confusing for me when I have to name them.
Why is it that I feel like I'm being studied?
Well, it's true. We are studying ancient human beings. We call it stuttering.
Really? And you are shifty, man. You just can't sit still. I'm really impressed with some of these maneuvers you're doing, too.
Yeah, it's very.
So how do you fly? I mean, what
What we
is...
decided was modern humans. See, that's another thing that happened. Gradually, was that we started to realize that humans were very inarticulated and inarticulate as well.
I've noticed how you seem to be able to change your center of gravity and everything.
Yeah, that's a belt. That's in the belt.
It's in the belt.
That's not an inherent thing. Yeah, that's just an add-on. Just like you with the, if I was like watching you and you'd be like, I noticed you can go up to 60, 70 miles an hour sitting down. Yeah, but it's actually because you're driving a car. You know what I mean? So that sort of deal.
Okay.
Like I've seen you fly hundreds of thousands of miles an hour. Well, it's because you're in the spacecraft, obviously. Yeah. I mean, rookies make that mistake.
Look, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
You're creeping me out a little bit.
Okay, all right.
You're like,
Well, you know what's happening here. Let me explain that to you. This is called the uncanny valley. I'm almost like you, but I'm not quite like you, and that's troubling you. Am I right? Is that accurate?
no. You're levitating and you keep going around me. I mean, it's like you're possessed or something. I just feel freaked out. I mean, it's like you're examining me, looking for my vulnerabilities.
Have you never been around a flying race?
No, can't say that I have.
The Gen 2? Never heard of one of those?
No. I always thought they were a penguin.
Well, they take their name from that. They name themselves after that because of the fat and the short stature. Thank you very much. It sounds kind of racist. Never heard of one of those?
No. I always thought they were a penguin.
They fly. You just won't. You know why you won't see them?
Why?
Because of this. Because of hatred from human beings.
I don't hate.
Unevolved human beings like you.
I don't hate penguins. I don't hate the Gen 2.
They're sentient, right? I mean, that's like calling humans monkeys.
Many have.
They've achieved sentience. Gen 2 are sentient penguins, and you're calling them penguins.
Well, aren't they a penguin? I mean,
No, just like you're a monkey. Are you a monkey?
yeah, but I'm not a monkey.
Yeah, well, they're not penguins anymore. This
is all confusing.
Speciesism.
This is all confusing. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to say. Let me ask you this much.
Yes.
What is the point of your visit? I mean, you have just confused me from the minute you got here.
Okay, I'm going to reveal to you now the reason for my visit. I came here because I knew that this was the moment in your life where you had decided to give up being a doctor for good. Am I right about that?
You are?
You decided that this would change. You at this moment, you're like, I'm no longer going to be a doctor. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And that's what I do. I come here and I rescue people right at the most vulnerable time. Because you know what would happen next?
What?
You would have given up being a doctor. You would have continued what? What's your backup thing? Garbage collector? What is it? Construction guy?
Kind of like a consultant. I'm not happy with that either.
Yeah, exactly. I'm giving you a new reason to live.
Which is?
Revenge.
Yeah, you keep talking about it, but we're not getting anywhere with it. I mean, what do I have to do?
Yeah, exactly. I'm giving you a new reason to live. You know what? This is the thing. This is what I think would be best. At the moment when I take my revenge, I want you to be there. That's all. That'll make the revenge so much sweeter.
For you or for me? I mean,
No, just the revenge. Revenge can be sweet in itself. I'm going to take revenge, and you're going to get revenge on them at the same time. They're going to come. They're going to realize that you are there watching their revenge.
what do you got in mind?
I can't tell you that. I'm afraid that if I tell you, then you will somehow let one of the characters know.
But I get to watch?
You will come in at the very end. You will taste the sweetness of the revenge.
Okay.
The moment when revenge is taken, you will be there.
All right. I can agree to that. I mean,
I will figure out a way to get you there. I'll keep you in stasis until the moment you need it.
I just don't want to be forgotten about.
No. I just think if you're there, you will muddy the whole thing. You will take the focus away from one of the people that I need to get revenge on.
Okay, I can understand that.
So what I'll do is bring you in right at the end.
So what do I do in the meantime?
I'm going to put you in stasis. You won't even notice any time passing. When you open your eyes again, you will be getting sweet revenge. No, that won't work. Because you won't know what's going on.
So what do I do in the meantime?
I'm going to bring you in two places. Okay?
Okay.
The first time is going to be, you're going to be a bystander in a particular part of the story. And that's when you will be awakened.
Okay.
And then I will bring you in at the end. When you come the first time, they won't know who you are. You'll be like a stranger to them. You might even seem like a different character. But then I will bring you in at the end. You know what? You won't have the jacket on. How about that?
Okay.
You'll seem like a different character to them. All your species look alike.
Will I feel like one?
There will be a duality there. You will have both the memories of the character that you are being and also your original will still be aware.
How do I know you're just not toying with me?
But look, if I can pull this off, isn't that proof that I'm from the future? If I can't pull it off, then you're not going to be toyed with. If I can pull it off, that's pretty damn proof that I'm from the future. It's good proof.
All right. All right, I'm in.
All right. When next we see you, you will not know me. You will pretend to know me. A part of you will understand that you know me, but you'll pretend to not know me. You'll seem like a different character. And at the very end, I will bring you back with your jacket on, and they will realize that it is you who they've wronged. Repeatedly, I might add.
I'm liking this. I'm really liking this.
Me too. I'm going to work out a little bit. So it always helps just to...
Boy, I bet you could do a lot of them, huh?
Yeah, about 5.
Well, that's a lot of weight you're throwing around, too. Wow. Almost feels like it's...
I'm surprising myself here.
I know, it looks like it'd be crushing, you know, just... Okay. Do you feel better?
Yeah, then I roll around a little bit. Anyway.
Oh, man. You really are an odd fellow.
Well, yes. I hope that proves I'm from the future. Does it?
Well, I wouldn't say that's proof, but I guess it does say something to the fact that you're odd and you kind of look odd. And can't say as though I've ever seen anything that looks even remotely like you. Those are pretty flashy hands you got there, too.
Yes, I like the end of my gloves.
And your head, I don't know, I don't even know where to begin with that.
I've also got holes in my feet.
I noticed that. Are they like propulsion of some sort or what?
They keep me grounded, literally.
Really?
Anyway, enough about me. This is about revenge. And that's where we're going to part ways.
When are you going to put me in stasis?
As I leave, you're going to cease to have been Dr. Medici. I'm taking your jacket with me. Because you said you don't want to be a doctor anyway, right? You're no longer a doctor. We know that now. When I leave, you will cease to be Dr. Medici and become a new character. With a whole new set of motivations.
Okay.
But the doctor of you will still be aware. So you will follow the story.
Okay.
And then I will reveal who you really are to them. And you will get your revenge along with me. Okay?
Is this going to hurt?
No. And then I will reveal who you really are. And you will get your revenge along with me. No.
Still not feeling anything. Wonder when it's going to hit me. Whoa! I'm liking this. Hey, this ain't so bad. Hey, baby. Well, what do we have here? How the hell did we get here? I'm liking this. Hey, this ain't so bad. What is this place anyway? Check out the dude on the scooter.